guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm Dr. Taylor Burrowes. Have you ever wondered when is the right time to stop seeing someone? In the early stages of getting to know them, which I call vetting, and you're assessing whether they would make an appropriate or suitable partner for a relationship. Now, this can be a really difficult determination to make. Sometimes it could be good, but it's not quite good enough, and you're not sure. You don't know how to make that call. Well, if you have trouble with this, you're not alone. This is definitely something that can be quite tricky. Oftentimes, people will find themselves getting to know someone that's perfectly fine. They're not actually someone that turns them off right away. They don't have any particular red flags. They're good, but not quite good enough. And so you continue to spend time with them, and it kind of just comes to that point. You need to kind of call it what it is, and you need to either escalate or de-escalate. But I think you should. I think it's really important to make that determination when you know. In this video, I'm gonna give you 3 tips on how to determine when to call it off and a really important tip on how to reject them. Because a lot of people have difficulty in doing that to the point that they prolong the process and just, it draws it out and it makes it even worse in the end. So I'll go through the 3 tips first on how to know when to call it quits. Number 1. After several times of meeting up with someone, and hopefully you're having conversations in between these meetings, you're gonna have a point where you realize you're just not curious about them anymore. You stop thinking about them, you stop looking forward to seeing them. It starts to feel a bit of a burden, like it's a duty or work. When you get to that point, it's really important for you to act on it. You need to reflect and you need to make sure there's not something going on with you that makes you distractible or avoidant. You're really just honestly and authentically unfulfilled or uninterested in getting to know this person anymore. It's almost like you're doing them a favor or they're there for some purpose they can fulfill for you. Like maybe you need an ear or you want a free meal or sex. All of these things are not good reasons to continue seeing someone if you're not actually enthusiastic and curious about getting to know the person. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is, if it's not a hell yes, it's a no. And this is how you determine if someone is good enough for you. You have to really be enthusiastic about them. And it's pretty easy to determine. If you're still hedging your bets and you're really doing the pros and cons list, it's probably not a good enough person or connection for you. I really don't want this to be about judging the person. It's really about assessing the connection between you two, because they could be great. They could be great on paper, they could be very attractive, they could have all their ducks in a row, have all their finances in order, they could have a really pleasant personality, but there's just not that spark. You're missing something and it falls flat. That's okay, and you have to be able to communicate that to them. And number 3, if you know my formula for an ideal relationship, you know that it's logic plus desire plus love equals an ideal relationship. So it kind of sounds a little simplistic, but it's a helpful tool. You have to have those 3 elements in order to have an opportunity to build the foundation for an ideal relationship. So in this process of getting to know someone in the vetting stage, you're gonna gauge kind of from 1 to 10 where you lie on those 3 factors. Now, it's not easy to quantify this, but you wanna just use your imagination a bit and kind of assess where you're at in the logic component. So that's the compatibility, the complementarity, your shared values, your life vision, all of those things that create more commonalities between the 2 of you in that dynamic. If you can rate your connection on logic, on desire, and on love at least an 8, that's definitely a green light. That's good enough. It's not always present in the beginning. You have to at least see the potential, given the appropriate amount of time and effort, that it will then become at least an 8. So it may be a 6 now, but you know, with a little bit more time, it's definitely got the potential to be a minimum of an 8 or maybe more. Now, if you can assess it and say, you know what, it's probably about a 5 and I don't see it getting any higher no matter how much time and energy I put into it, it's just a wall that we're hitting in this one area, that's a red light. That's a no-go. You have to be able to communicate that there's just not enough there and you want to stop seeing each other. So here's the tip on how to reject someone. I know it can be difficult, but you can do it. I believe in you. Just practice in the mirror. Practice saying this calmly and confidently. It will really pay off when you're in the moment and you have to say it. If you can keep that neutral stance and not personalize it, I think it will make a big difference. So you want to say, I've really appreciated this opportunity getting to know you. I really like you. You're a good person. I just don't see us as the right fit. I've really appreciated this opportunity to get to know you. You're a really cool person and this has been fun, but I don't see us fitting together. And I really enjoyed getting to know you. I just don't think we're a good fit. I don't know what you think, but that's where I stand. So I might as well just call it what it is and end it here. I really appreciated getting to know you, and spending time with you has been great. I don't think we're a good match for each other, but I just wanted to tell you that and be straight up so that we could respectfully end it here. I really enjoyed getting to know you. I just don't think you and I make a good match, but I thought it would be better to tell you face to face respectfully that I wanted to move on. I really appreciated getting to know you, and spending time with you has been great. I don't think we're actually a good match, but I wanted to respectfully tell you face to face and just call it what it is. I've really enjoyed this time getting to know you. I just don't think we're the right match for each other. So I wanted to respectfully tell you that face to face and just sort of ask if we could move on. And make it that simple. And don't waffle and don't apologize. And if they cause a little bit of an uproar, you are more than welcome to get up and leave. If they can't be an adult about it, then it's not worth your time to invest further. I hope that helps to give you an overview on how to handle this situation and to have more confidence in communicating it to someone else. Now, I work with people in vetting all the time, so if you feel like having my help one-to-one would be helpful for you, I would be happy to talk to you on a free 15-minute discovery call. Just click the link in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stick around for more videos. Ciao!